Chinese journalist who documented Wuhan coronavirus outbreak, jailed for 4 years. Zhang Zhan, 37 years old, was found guilty of picking quarrels and provoking trouble. According to one of her defense lawyers, Zhang Kiki, who attended her hearing, the offense is commonly used by the Chinese government to target dissidents and human rights activists. A former lawyer, Zhang, traveled some 400 miles from Shanghai to Wuhan in early February to report on the pandemic and subsequent attempt to contain it, just as authorities began reining in state and private Chinese media for more than 3 months. She documented snippets of her life under lockdown in Wuhan and the harsh reality faced by the residents, from overflowing hospitals to empty shops. She posted her observations, photos, and video on WeChat, Twitter, and YouTube, the latter two of which are blocked in China, and she's now going to jail for 4 years. Thoughts?
Scary. I mean, my God, I don't know. 4 years. What she did, it's not like she was writing editorials every day railing against the president or railing against communism. She was basically documenting life in China during the pandemic. And then, the thing that just is crazy about this is these charges. I mean, it almost seems like too bizarre, like you couldn't even make it up. Quarreling, things like that. They can literally almost invent a charge to suppress people, to lock them up, to show that they're in charge here. She's one of at least 47 journalists that are in detention in China right now. So it's not like she's the only one. And you know what? They get these people and they're forgotten. I mean, who knows what they're doing to them behind the scenes before they even put them in prison. So it's pretty scary, that they can control every bit of information that's said about it. And just, I think the other interesting thing is to watch how the American media treats this story. Like, if they're not appalled by it, there's something wrong.
Well, I think the U.S. media is going to talk about this, but then kind of give it a little bit of a pass, because the corporate tentacles go all the way from here to China. Let's face it. There's another word for China. It's called factory. And if you want to change the cost structure of everything you buy, from this pen to the iPhone to the seats in your car, get ready. So a whole economic case study I could drop into there. But this does not surprise me. China, you don't disagree with Big Papi. That's it. And it's not surprising. And
Tom,
I think
you got very strong opinions today. I mean, you got to hold back a little bit with your opinions. You're going a little too strong today, and I think you're offending people. I would like you to taper down a little bit and not upset the folks of China, because they may come after you. So, I don't know if you guys are getting my drift. It's a little too much, Tom. You're offending my friends of China, okay? And if you piss them off, they will come and they will find you. Similar to the line from The Girl in Wedding Crashes. I will find you, okay? If you remember that scene. I don't know if you did. Probably he does.
I didn't.
I'll find
That's Borat's wife that did that.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's a beast, by the way.
I didn't see Wedding Crashers. No, I mean.
It's a highly recommended by Christian.com website. It's
There might be a PG version of it out there somewhere.
I'm speechless. Yeah, it's 13 minutes long, edited. So.
It's the credits.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.